Introduce yourself to the committee.
My name is Leonard Nyachwe, the headmaster.
Director of what?
The headmaster.
Headmaster,
Yes.
okay.
Chairman, I'm Golso Kofiado, accountant of the school.
Okay. Now your first infraction is on paragraph 521, and Honorable Ernest Enim will handle that one.
Thank you, Chair. Anlo, this infraction has to do with payment of temporary workers below the minimum wage. The auditors revealed that management paid 5 temporary workers an amount of 250 per month as remuneration for a period of 9 months. Do you know how much a worker earns as minimum wage for a month?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. As of the time these workers were engaged, an agreement was reached with them to be paid the 250 Ghana cedis with approval from the Board of Governors.
So was there a written agreement between the school and these workers?
Yes, we have a letter to that effect. And as we speak, we have increased that amount to 450 Ghana cedis a month. We wrote a letter for them to be regularized. We wrote a letter to the Director General through the Regional Directorate for them to be regularized so that they will become regular workers of the school.
Okay, Headmaster, I don't want us to waste my time.
No, let me ask you this.
No,
Headmaster, do you know that you cannot sign an illegal agreement? Are you aware you cannot sign an illegal agreement?
Yes, yes. At the time, we actually needed these workers urgently.
It doesn't matter whether you needed them or not.
Yeah.
You can't pay anybody below minimum wage. And then you said they agreed, so you paid them 250. That was illegal.
and then again, Chair, he only mentioned now that you have increased it to 450, which is still below the minimum wage. So what it means is that the corrective measure the auditors even recommended, you have still failed to do that. When would this be done? Because it is either you terminate whatever arrangement you have with them and let them go free so that you get yourself out of any trouble, because whatever agreement you had with them is illegal in the first place, and that should not continue. So with the new agreement, Chair, I think you would need to give your direction, because it is still below the minimum wage, and that is still not acceptable.
Headmaster, what was the minimum wage at the time the auditors came in?
Please, I can't remember as we speak.
Accountant, what was the minimum wage at the time the auditors came in?
If my memory serves me right, I think it was 19 cedis, 19 point something.
Per month?
No, daily. Daily.
And per month was how much?
So that times maybe 27 working days.
Sir, at the time of the audit, if you have a copy of the report, just open to your page. At the time of the audit, the auditor said you were supposed to do 490.5 Ghana cedis, and you were paying them 250. So calculate the difference. What's the difference? 490.5 less 250. What's the difference?
Chairperson, 240.
So 240. 240 times the number of months that you had engaged them. You owe them that amount of money. 1. And then 2, you have increased it to 450, as you said. The current minimum wage is what?
Currently, it's 21 point. 97.
So 21 times. Is it? How do we do it? 20 working days or 21 working days? Pardon? 27.
27.
So 21 CDs times 27 days. What's the total?
Chairperson, I think it's around 580 thereabout.
580. So you owe them that difference too. So you owe them the difference of 240 over the duration that they worked for the school, and then the new difference from 2026 or 2025 to date. You owe them that difference, and we will pursue you to make sure you give it to them because they have worked for it.
Yes, Chairperson.
Thank you.
So you have agreed to what Madam Chair said. Where are you going to get the money? No, we want to know.
Chairperson, actually, this casual workers that we are paying is the releases that comes from governments.
Yes.
The feeding and other, that is where we manage and get money. And
Okay, so go to those releases. Go to those releases and pay them. And in
No.
3 months' time, write to this committee and report to us.
No, he said the feeding releases. You can't use feeding releases to pay for your casual workers.
Hey,
at times too, we,
Headmaster, you can't use feeding releases to pay for your casual workers. Respectfully.
Chairperson, it's actually IGF.
How do you raise IGF in your secondary school?
Where we are, we win some salt. Where our school is located, we win some salt. So we sometimes get some funds from that to support some of these payments.
You know the law on IGF. Before you spend, government will have to capture it. So that if you don't disclose your IGF and you spend, it's also against the law. Yes, it is in the PFM. You need to disclose your IGF before you can spend. That is the law.
So, Chairman, please,
Yes.
I want to ask where we find ourselves now, where we don't have workers. That is why we hire some of these casual workers to support, especially these people are for the kitchen.
We are not against you hiring, but you cannot peddle an illegality because of that. Like Chairman said, it is an illegality. They are supposed to be giving over 400 and 490.5, and you give them 250. That is not the law. So you have to give them the difference. Yes, they are important. You also have to recruit them. Plead with GES is here. Your regional director is here. Plead with them that they go and seek for clearance on your behalf. So that if it's 50 you need, and they can't even give you all the 50, they can give you something that will help you cut down on the cost. But then you have to do the right thing, respectfully.
Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
How many casual workers do you have?
Currently, we hire 5. 4 at the kitchen, 1 security.
You have a security guy.
As
What-
casual.
Why do you need a security guy? No, I want the answer. Why do you need a security guy?
For the security or the safety of the campus and the students and property of.
So you want this person to secure the school, protect your property, and you are underpaying this guy. Huh? If you don't pay him the right amount, he will pay himself. When your computer gets missing, don't go and ask him. You are underpaying him. When your books are getting missing at the school, don't ask him, because you are underpaying him. See, just because somebody is poor doesn't mean we have to take advantage of that person. Just because somebody needs a job doesn't mean we have to take advantage of that person. Pay people the right wages. Maybe the 4 casual workers that you have, maybe you probably just need 2. I don't know. You are accountant, right?
Yes, Chairman.
Yes. I'll give you a job in Dubai and pay you $1 a day. Is that what you want?
No, Chairman.
Because you want to travel outside the country, not so. And I'm paying you $1 a day. Would that be fair to you?
No, Chairman.
Don't do it to your fellow Ghanaian.
Thank you.
See, the whole room is silent. Well, can you imagine 250 Ghana cedis? By now, it has 3 kids. 250 Ghana cedis with 3 kids. It's not fair. And we are not chastising you. Eh? We are happy that GS is here. These are members of parliament, and in our report on the floor of the House, we are going to make that advocacy. But in the meantime, do not fall foul to the law. We want you to do what is right. But I'm sure at the top level, it will be corrected so that, I mean, we make sure that our people are okay. At least the minimum wage will be okay for them.
Thank you, Chairman.
GS, you know, these are workers at the kitchen, and they are temporary staff. And then, as matter of urgency, we need to mechanize them because they are supporting the school, they are supporting staff. Mostly when the recruitment is coming, it's only teachers. What about the supporting staff? So we have to make room for the supporting staff so that these people can be taken up by the government itself, rather than staying on this meager salary. So do something about that.
Noted, Chair. I agree with the honourable member that you need to help us with advocacy because the non-teaching staff, particularly those that are paid lower in our schools, particularly in our senior high schools, for some time, including security, it's been a problem. So we need to get support to be able to get clearance, to pay attention to the number of non-teaching staff, particularly the administrative staff at the bottom. Thank you very much.
All right. The next infraction is on paragraph 513, and Honorable Jassel will handle that one.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. This infraction has to do with cash irregularity